we are doing a review. We are doing a review. Ice Age 4 for that matter.
That's good, Bless. Good to introduce it.
Thanks. I thought of that yesterday.
That was a good idea. I wish I thought about that, but anyway.
But anyways, Fresh, would you like to take it off?
Where do I even start? I mean, like I had it prepared, but kind of lost it. But I'll just go off about what. As usual, many of the stuff that I just grew up with. I mean, not really grew up with. I mean, just watching at first as a kid, but then looking back at it later on. And even though Ice Age 4 was, in my opinion, the last good movie, and they should have just stopped till there, but no. But there's some passable parts, like, of course, Captain Gut himself, and also the songs, yes, We Are Family and Master of the Seas, but everything else, yeah, everyone else hearing from their opinions about the movie, I just had to agree with them. Like, they could have at least just tried a little bit much more better.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. The thing about sequels, even though they may be great and stuff, the hardest part is, of course, giving characters anything to do, because, yeah, like, what you're supposed to do with them. And also, sometimes wasting a legend's talents, which we will get to, like, eventually. So.
Let's see. But yeah, I gotta say, out of like the Ice Age movies, this has to be the top one for me. This is like everything about this movie, the songs, looks like more of the characters development, meeting the new characters. This is everything about this movie was awesome.
That was my first opinion.
And you, Christian?
I do like the new animation for it. It's really clean and smooth, and some of the new characters are alright, but some are very one-sided once we do get to some of them. But yeah, I do, of course, like this movie. I do agree with Fresh that it should have been the last one before the one we should not mention.
I mean, yeah, there was so much, like, explaining favorite parts here and there, or like there's just the sad parts and just like wow at the moment. Like, yeah, Fresh, I'll let you go first.
I mean, I guess it has just two sad parts if you want to like put it that way. Like of course that typical overprotective father and daughter type of deal. Like Peach is saying, like, I wish you weren't my father, and she came to quickly regret saying that because that's what started off the adventure. And let's see. Well, anytime that Captain Gut is on screen, of course, that's the biggest highlight of the freaking movie again. And well, I mean, like, I guess what makes it awesome, the sense of adventure, because that's what's all part of the franchise. That's what I liked Ice Age to begin with.
Yep. What do you call it? I was gonna mention. Yeah. I guess no. This was a sad part because when Peaches started hanging out with other mammoths and like forgetting about Lewis, because the other mammoths were talking like trash about Lewis in a way, and what she was saying, and then Lewis was like overhearing what she said. I was like, damn, why would you talk about your friend like that? Because like Lewis, like, over the years than the mammoths you were talking about.
Well, look, it's all about trying to look cool in front of the popular kids because, again, doing the whole generic teenage stereotype like, stuff,
No, I know, but still, it was sad to my liking. But what was also really creative during this movie is that I guess I'm going back to it right now. Is with Diego's and Shira's relationship. It was kind of like drifting apart at first because as enemies, but as the movie goes on, they grew onto each other and they're getting along.
Well, sure. Even though she was just brought in as again, as sequels do, like those ones where you're just given a female love interest and just like, okay, let's just see how it plays out if they're just made for each other or not, because.
Another scene that was really, really sad is when Sid's family actually came in just to drop off Sid's granny and then go off again. I'm like, bruh.
I know, like, that's the only time we ever got saw because they were first mentioned in the first movie, but man, they do not like Sid at all.
No, I mean it was sent in the first movie, anyways. But yeah, let's see. But I did like the Captain Guts song. It was really catchy.
Dang straight.
Agreed. I do like his design too, but we'll get more to that when we get to his actor.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Christian, any parts from you?
Of course, a lot of favorites. Of course, We Are Family, Guts' song, Final Battle, and okay, it's a bit one-sided. The scene with the sirens, like the illusions, as well as funny, a little bit weird, and kind of creepy.
Yeah. So overall, it was truly something. And of course, you can't have an Ice Age movie without Scratch. Like, yeah. Meaning, like, what was his name? What was that Scratch name? What was it?
Wait. Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, you remember he met the other Scratch, but he had, like, I'm not gonna say the actor's name, but you know which one.
Wait, yes. Like, you mean, like, Air Scrattle, right? Something like that.
Mm-hmm. But that truly just drifted away as well. What else? What else can I do? It was pretty much from my side. Like, anything else from you guys?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. There's just got like much of the good stuff, right?
Alright. And now to the cast. Alright, just checking back. Alright. Of course, we already talked about the main cast here and there, but first off, like, yes, Fresh, would you like to talk about Peaches?
Yes. While it was really interesting to see Peaches as a teenager, once more, they could have just done a little bit much more than going to do the whole generic teenager thing to just like give her much more of a personality rather than all the stuff that we've seen like 100 different times in other different movies. But Keke Palmer, she really did pull it off. She's decent. She's one of the more decent parts of this movie, especially during that part where she was chewing out those other jerky mammoths talking trash about her family.
Yes.
Exactly.
Movie Kiki. My first introduction to her was like when she had her own Nickelodeon show called Drew Jackson VP, and also A Key and the Bee.
Ah, yeah, right. Yes. Wow, amazing work.
And you, Fresh?
Well, yes, same as you.
And Christian?
I've probably never heard of the movie, but it stars Kiki and Quentin Tippett, also Dolly Parton. That's my introduction to Keke Palmer. It's actually a gospel movie, but it does have some cursing in it, and a little bit of comedy, but it's still a good movie. But yeah, that's my introduction to Kiki and live action. So hearing her in Ice Age as Peaches, yeah, she did pretty good. And yes, I do agree a little bit with Fresh. She's the typical teenager cliche, but she did all right, of course. Tried to impress a boy, tried to impress his friends, but as soon as like June a friend out, whatever, of course you have to like stand up for yourself. And like she said to herself, like, I messed up. And then when her mom said, cute boys can rot your brain.
Yep. But yes, I agree she does good as well. And now to Sid's granny. Go ahead, Christian.
Yes, good old Wanda Sykes. Man, another addition to Sid's family. Of course, like y'all said, the parents only appeared like one scene after all this time, but Granny has like the most hilarious scenes. Like, someone said to shoot a certain thing for her because she don't have any teeth. Running off without them noticing, like how fast she's supposed to is, and how she survived the storm because she was in that tree. And also after that, when she went into the ocean to bathe, of course she hasn't bathed in decades, and killing a lot of fish, including a shark.
Yeah, well, sharks are fish in order to just like save you the time.
Okay, yeah. Also, like looking for Precious. Everyone, including Sid, thought she was imagining it, but it turns out Precious is real. a big whale, apparently. But yeah, she basically helped save the day because of Precious, and yeah, Granny is a really a highlight, especially thanks to Wanda's sex, and yeah, I really appreciate her work.
As I did, yes, me too. And yes, let's go say this again from my side. I first got introduced to her. Okay, from live action, it was the New Adventures of Old Christine, and for animation, it was Back at the Barnyard.
For me, it was Over the Hedge.
Animation, Over the Hedge, live action, Christine and Evan Almighty.
Right. All right. Next up, fresh with Captain Guts.
Oh man, Peter Dinklage. If I do remember correctly, like it's a mix between like Elf and or Underdog, but again, Captain Gut would have to be yes the best Ice Age villain, no questions asked. Like he's just like he owns that because everything about him with like his character design, especially like how his fur is. They can see like how the top hair like it kind of forms a hat, and his fur kind of resembles a pirate's coat. And well, of course, yes, we have gone over like the villain song, the origin of his name, because god dang those freaking claws, they just ooh, you were threatening the baddie, and well, kind of playing the blame game on Manny. Oh no, he destroyed everything, and well, he basically just go over the course of the movie as an active threat, and yeah, and also fight scene with Manny and a very traumatizing and disturbing demise. Ugh.
Yep, getting lured by a sexy cowboy to him, but turns out to be one of the sirens, and he got eaten alive.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah, I do agree. Peter Dinklage did like top tier for this role. Other works I got introduced to him was like yes, Elf and Angry Birds.
And you, Christian?
This was my main introduction to Peter Dinklage, and man, he nailed it. It became one of my favorite actors / voice actors, and man, when he voices Gut, man, he sounds so sinister. Like, wow. Of course, I seen him like during the end credits, like what he looks like, but when I seen him like fully, I didn't know he was gonna be a little person. But I doesn't mean I don't like him. I mean, he's awesome. I mean, also I got to see him, like you said, Elf, and then of course he's also in movies like they play in Days of Future Past as Trask. Am I saying that right?
Kind of.
Okay, but yeah, yeah. Of course, I've never seen Game of Thrones because I'm not interested, but he's in that show.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Let's see here. Next up, Lewis, the friend of Peaches, like voiced by Josh Gad. He's just like being a very supportive friend, just being the voice of reason, telling Peaches what not to do, just being a little bit parent to her, but he's still a good friend.
And it took me a while to realize that he's Olaf's voice actor, which was my introduction to Josh Gad. But yeah, he's really good. Of course, he's awkward and kind of like cowardly, but he ended up like throwing away his cowardness, like saving Peaches because she was like being held captive, and then he saved the day by digging through the ice and slamming an ice chunk on Gus's foot.
Yep. But yeah, Olaf and Chuck is how I got introduced to Josh Gad and you fresh.
Yes, Olaf and Ice Age 4.
Got you.
Alright, ladies, let's get busy!
Nice. Alright. Next one, Christian with Shira. Go ahead.
Alright, this is basically Jennifer Lopez's first voice role. And yeah, hearing her is surprising because I was expecting it, but she did really good for her first time doing voice acting. And of course,
actually, this is not her first time voice acting because remember, she was in the movie Ants.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting that because I always attempt to like avoid that movie because yeah. But thank you for reminding me. But okay, so this is her second time voice acting, but I guess she did really good. And Shira, like being well, not the only female, but the first mate, basically. And yeah, of course, with her relationship with her and Diego, first being enemies, but later become love interest. And yeah, of course, yeah, she's pretty awesome and stuff. And of course, a lot of people know who Jennifer Lopez is. She's a singer. I came a fan of her ever since I heard her song "On the Floor," which yeah, was how I knew her best.
Well, yeah, On the Floor was my introduction to her. I'm just checking other works I know her from. Yeah, The Boy Next Door, and what do you call it? Oh yeah, she was also in, if I'm getting this correctly, let's see here. If she was in this one. Oh yeah, she was. She was in Home.
Yes, I was about to mention that as well. And live action wise, she was in Monster-in-Law, which also starred Wanda Sykes, and a show called Will and Grace.
Mm. And you, Fresh?
Yeah, I suppose that I guess it was here.
Cool. All right. So the next one, that would be, yeah, Squint. Like, Fresh, would you like to explain?
Aziz Ansari, yeah. Oh my god, I gotta say, like this. When I got to know more about this dude, he's at his absolute funniest in the Seth Rogen movie, Observe and Report. Him and Seth Rogen both saying like "f you" to each other back and forth. but again, like Squint is supposedly like the crazy, cracked out, hyperactive rabbits, always up to just like shank somebody.
I agree. Like, yeah, especially as the actor. Yes, a very funny dude because he's also known for Parks and Recreation. And I first got introduced to him doing Benton Omniverse, where he plays Billy Billions.
Me too. And it took me a while to find out that he also voiced Squint. But of course, I found out, and I told Blitz this, or Blitz found out too, that Arif voiced Billy Billions in Omniverse through the phone.
Yes. But it was pretty cool to find that out. Right.
Oh, and also he's in Epic, voicing a character named Mub.
I really did not see Epic. Is it a good movie or no?
It is.
Nah,
It is.
no, not for me.
Okay, but good chances. Alright, next one, Flynn, the gullible and just the dumbness of him. Like, yes, but provided by Nick Frost, who's really good friends with Simon Pegg, who, yeah, this is like everything about Flynn. Like, even though he has his dumb moments, you can't hate him though.
Oh.
Especially that scene where Squint took his fruit. It's like, ever seen my belly and stuff, and they're saying like, it's right behind you and stuff. And showed his big butt, and that one bird said, "Oh, it's all I can see."
Yep. But yeah, let's see. Other works that I know him from or got introduced was like, yes, The Adventures of Tintin from 2011. Box Trolls. Let's see. What else was I looking for? Was he in Paul, I believe?
Yes.
Yeah, the Seth Rogen movie. And Shaun of the Dead, of course, with Simon Pegg. But yeah, he's a very good actor.
Agreed.
Straight up.
Let's see here. Oh, okay. Going back here. Alright, next up is Roz. Christian, would you like to explain?
Yes. Okay. Because I forgot she was in Bridesmaids, because it's been a while since I've seen it prior to this, but it was also my live action introduction. This is my animation introduction to Rebel Wilson. She's an Australian woman, and the way she voices character really sounds awesome. And besides Bridesmaids, she's known for, of course, Pitch Perfect trilogy, and she also made a cameo in Ghost Rider, which I was expecting, and other stuff. But yeah, she's a really great actress, and of course, she got recently lost some weight, which I'm really proud of.
Whoa, chill.
Huh? What happened? What happened?
I'm like, hey, you really shouldn't mention a woman's, you really shouldn't mention that.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, she lost of weight. That's just saying, like, I'm really happy for her and stuff.
No, like, he's trying to give a compliment, Fresh.
Well, I mean, yes, I am aware of that, but just make sure that it is just like good enough. But yes, I too was also impressed too. But it's just, I'm just saying, just trying to be safe with it.
All right. And let's see here. And let's see the next one. If I'm saying this correctly, Silas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to explain first?
She's basically just a French blue-footed booby, or if I mean like a petrel, if I'm pronouncing that word right, some species of bird. But anyways though, like there's not really all that much about him. But the dude who played him first got to know him from Night at the Museum 2 when he was Napoleon Bonaparte.
Yeah, he's also the French. Like he does French dubbing. He's also the French dub for Shrek.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, pretty cool. And let's see here. And of course, like before getting to like the mammoth. Oh yeah, we have like Sid's family god. But yeah, of course, returning face. Alan Tudyk voiced Sid's dad.
Yes, Melton.
Mm-hmm. And let's see here.
And it was also the hunky siren, you know, the one on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here. Are you familiar with the actress that played Sid's mother?
Joy Behar. I am not.
Let's see here. And the actor that played Marshall? And let's see here. His uncle. Okay, this is checking more.
Too fast, man.
But yeah, I was just checking. Like, the actor that played, Sid's uncle, he was in Beverly Hills, Chihuahua.
What?
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty dope. And before we get into more, let's not forget about the Badger character.
Gupta.
Oh,
Gupta.
right, correct. Yep. Yeah, played by the actor that plays Raj from Big Bang Theory. That was really surprising.
Yeah, and it took me a while to find that out too. And not only does he voice Gupta in Ice Age and Trolls and Onward, he voices a character named DJ Giant or Guy Giant, whatever how you say
Yeah,
it,
it's
but-
Guy
Yeah,
Giant.
Alright, got it. And yeah, he wasn't like a auto-tune type of voice. It's pretty dope, but I find out that was Raj, aka Kunai Nayar, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Just say
Yeah,
Raj.
he did pretty good.
Oh wait,
Well,
never mind. I got
You
mixed
can't
up.
You can't just refute him to as like his character name. But yeah, Christian, you were a little bit off listening about All Right. But I was also going to mention, if you watch Sanjay and Craig, he voices Sanjay's dad.
Uh huh.
Well, of course, it's been a long time, and I don't think I've ever seen his dad while watching it, but it's good to know.
Yeah. But what's so cool about his actor is that I found out that he was also British.
Yeah, I just found that out right now.
Yeah, when I found that out like years ago, like, wait, he's British? And the fact that he can do an Indian accent that well?
Well, if you know about his background, yes, he is also Indian.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. But yeah,
He's-
he also, sorry, go ahead.
Because it says here he's an Indian-British actor, if you saw right now.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
But go on.
I saw on his Instagram reel, and he got to meet the Queen.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Alright. And now to the fucking mammoths. Alright. Let's talk about the main ones, of course. Yeah, who were voiced by rappers or like singers, which was really cool though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Except for one I won't be mentioning. The rapper that plays Ethan, nothing much to say about him. He's like one of the jerks that was trying to lure Peaches in, but didn't really do it all that good.
I mean, all he
And
was doing
plus-
was suggesting, all he was just suggesting, who to not bring along. That all he's just a basic cool guy. That's all it is. Not really
Gotcha.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he's the one that Peaches has a crush on.
Yep. Let's see here. Oh yeah, the mammoth that was voiced by Nicki Minaj.
Yes. I first got to know Nicki Minaj because my dad had his old CD. One of them was her song "Turn Me On," which is really catchy. Of course, I didn't understand it because it's supposed to be a sexual thing, but it didn't bother me because I thought it was really catchy.
Mm-hmm.
And she appeared in a movie with Dove Cameron and Leslie Mann called The Other Woman. So yeah.
Yeah. She was also in Steven Universe, as I was remembering.
Yes, she voices the Garnet and Amethyst fusion called Zugalite.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she, even though her character was mixed here and there, but she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know much about Heather Morris, who voices Katie, and like, I'm also going through the other actors who played the mammoths. Don't know about them much.
Me neither.
Checking back. Oh yeah, Aristotle. First, what do you like to explain?
Like Patrick Stewart's role in at the end of the movie, like a little bit wasted, but I guess it was like a little bit fun from just of course, see his greatness, because come on.
Wait,
of course,
hold on.
but it's very tribute to.
Wait, hold on. Wasted talent. This is not the first time Patrick's been like, Sir Patrick Stewart's talent's gone to waste. I mean, to be fair, okay, with Family Guy, when he has to do like Susie's like inner thoughts for only one lines, is that not just wasted too fresh?
I am aware of that song.
Okay.
I'm just saying in general for movies, alright?
Plus, he doesn't really mind this because, doing both movies and animation, he doesn't really mind that.
Oh, alright, well, good. Well, jeez, no wonder he's such a legend.
Yeah. But anyways, that was like the important cast and everybody else, and now the final thoughts. Alright, go ahead, Fresh.
Alright, once more. Again, they could have just stopped here, but overall, I did enjoy everything, most of the time, and well, I was just gonna say like it's alright.
Well, what's good for my opinion? It is my top one favorite Ice Age movie. Stack cast and like the songs and everything, perfect top notch. And you, Christian?
I agree with Fresh again that it should have started like that. Like that's how the story should have ended. But yes, a great cast, great characters, animation, songs, of course. I rate it 9 out of 10.
Nice. Okay.